Hello, my very good friends, and welcome to this week market analysis with Romed Dominic. The Federal Executive Council of Nigeria just launched its national blockchain policy. The vision of this policy is to create a blockchain-powered economy that supports secure transactions, data sharing, and value exchange between businesses, government, and people. Here are the 6 key initiatives for the national blockchain policy. The first initiative that we have here is the establishment of Nigeria's blockchain consortium. What does it mean to establish Nigerian blockchain consortium? For us to be able to have associations that are actually geared towards getting a singular goal or a single focus with the blockchain economy like we have in Nigeria. Like we have some association like the CBAN Association, the Blockchain University Association here in Nigeria. Another key initiative here is to strengthen the regulatory and legal framework. We want a situation where with the blockchain industry in Nigeria here, we can always have good legal representation. You have an issue that you need to go to court, maybe to sort out maybe 1 or 2 fraudulent issues of things that happen with the blockchain, or maybe there's a rug pull with a particular token. You can have a very good, robust regulatory and legal framework that you can fall back to be able to protect the citizens and their investment. There's a focus of also providing national identity using the blockchain. As you know, as we're moving from Web 2 to Web 3, our means of identification will no longer be emails and password. It will now be our wallet address, just like the Web 3 provides, with you interacting with different decentralized applications. And your digital identity might just be tied to your BVN, in terms of your wallet being tied to your BVN number. And you can see that when you put that into a system, it will just bring up all your details. So we are going to be having a much more robust digital identity system with this blockchain policy that has been launched. We look at a situation where we are going to also promote blockchain digital literacy and awareness. And as you know, in terms of blockchain digital literacy and awareness, you cannot do anything with the blockchain without a very in-depth understanding of how this blockchain system works: private blockchain, public blockchain, private wallet addresses. And we're going to be seeing this introduced into the school curriculum more. And that's where VOREM also comes in as the #1 place for blockchain skills and Web3 mastery. So we can have much more of platforms like this that actually teach the skill sets and ensure that people can build use case that is associated with the blockchain. We're going to also see another key initiative which involves the creation of blockchain businesses and incentive program. Like, you know, blockchain and cryptocurrency is a new industry and there's a lot of money flowing into it. It's $1 trillion industry. And as you can see, once there are projects that are growing, more incentives, funding coming in from maybe other parts of the world to see that these different projects are growing the way they are meant to grow, you will see that these incentive programs that are coming into the country will be helping the citizens of this country to do better with the work of their hands, especially when it comes to interacting with the blockchain technology. We're also going to see the establishment of a national blockchain sandbox for proof of concept and pilot implementation. What is a sandbox? A sandbox is a place where you test 1 or 2 things before you move it into the main market. So we're going to see more like labs here in Nigeria that are focused on blockchain development of solutions that will actually be solving the day-to-day problems of the Nigerian populace. Nigeria actually is known to be one of the world's most curious nation about cryptocurrency, and we can see here that even Cointelegraph reported this development that Nigeria has approved the national policy to create a blockchain powered economy. Guys, the big one is here: VOREM cohort. VOREM cohort, which focuses on blockchain essentials and AI skills, is here, and it's starting on the 27th of May and on the 3rd of June. It's a 2-week cohort to ensure that you use AI to leverage on sales and marketing. You can use AI to build your website. For those of you that want to better your business administrative process using AI, for those of you that want to also use AI in terms of website building, you can quickly upskill yourself and start making these necessary changes to your business. Do well to sign up for our cohort and ensure you do not miss it. You'll be having a couple of key speakers. I am one of the tutors that will be leading you through blockchain mastery and AI skill sets. A major news that affected the price in the market this week and caused so much volatility in the market is the US Consumer Price Index that was released. The US Consumer Price Index, it seems to be coming down, interestingly, as we see it hit 0.2%. The consumer price index is always like the price of good measured over a weighted basket, right? And it was always been calculated every 2 years. Suddenly we saw it being changed last year for us to be calculating it every 1 year. And before now, it was at its highest at 9 point something percent. For the last 40 years, that was the highest about 2 years ago. And we've seen that from 9 point something percent, it has dropped to about 0.2%. It then means something truly is happening with inflation, and inflation is coming down. But when you talk of master manipulators, that is what the US government can do in terms of manipulating the inflation rate for us to see that the banks do not continue to go under, because with high interest rates like that, the bank will not be able to cope, and then we'll see much more banks failing. But let's stop talking about most of the fundamentals and let's go to the details that we have on our chart. Now with the Bitcoin chart, we have an inverse head and shoulder pattern, and with the inverse head and shoulder pattern that we have for the Bitcoin pattern, we saw that we are looking at Bitcoin from a 1-day perspective, and Tuesday 10th of May 2023 we saw a downtrend in the market, and we saw this long week in the market coming down to the 25,700 region, but the market quickly bought this level. This had a U-shaped candle here, which also is in synergy with our head and shoulders pattern, and you can see that this is already breaking into the next support region, because as you can see, this has acted as a support here, this acted as support here, this acted as support here, and it's trying to break into this support region and find this way for maybe a higher high here. But however, this is just us looking at it from a 1-day time frame. There's a possibility that if we look at this from a broader perspective, which is a 1-week perspective, just like we see on this chart now, that we might have the body of this candlestick, just like you can see here. The body of this candlestick now is what is trying to close this level of this our trend line, and if this does not close above this level, and then maybe we see it do a higher high here and break through this strong resistance level, maybe for higher price levels above the 33,000 region, we might as well just see Bitcoin drop to a bit of a lower level of 21,500. This is a possible movement for Bitcoin in the market. However, you must understand that for you to win in the market, you need to understand the types of technical analysis that you must use in the market. Here are 3 types of technical analysis that you can use to win in the market. The first technical analysis is the fundamental analysis. When I told you about the national blockchain policy and the fact that the US consumer price index went down, that is a fundamental type of analysis. This can affect the prices of goods in the market, the prices of financial instruments, and then make you to take a decision on the financial instruments you want to buy. For the technical analysis, that is what we did with our Bitcoin chart. When we found the price structure, the support levels, we put in indicators to be able to make an informed decision, ensure that our chart is not a naked chart, so that we can understand the direction of the market, either in the upward direction or in the downward direction. With the on-chain analysis, what you do is get into the blockchain itself. You find the data points, when these coins were minted, the number of experienced buyers buying this coin, the liquidity in the last 5 hours, the liquidity in the last 20 days, and understand that are there more sales than buy, and this is what helps you to make informed decisions in the market. In the words of Albert Einstein, mastery demands all of you or none of you. And at Vrem, we're masters of these 3 technical analysis. Some of you have some conflicting ideas about money, just like I have on my screen at the moment, and I want to walk you through some of the things that could help you to quickly go against these ideas you have about money. You know, you grew up with limited ideas like money doesn't grow on trees and wealthy people are driven by greed. No, these ideas keeps us in the circle of poverty and also keeps us from making much money as we could have made. You don't have to let these limiting beliefs run your life. And here are some suggestions that can actually help you. You should ensure that you have some patience, because it takes time to figure out the patterns and trends that will make your trade work in this financial market. And you diversifying your income is important, because when you have different sources of income like crypto, stock, real estate, or even a side business, it helps you build this world that you want over time. And then when you recognize any feeling of self-doubt, ensure that you push through this self-doubt anyway. Just push through them. You cannot be scared that you will not be able to do it, because success is at the other side or fear. And remember that everything always begins with you, and you are the one that can take that step to change your life, build generational wealth, change your future, and build wealth that will last for your family. So guys, what are you waiting for? Ensure you join the tribe to gain access to some of my next market analysis on the different altcoins that I will be recommending for you to buy, so that you can make some good profits out of the volatility in the market. Until next time, my very good friends, that's the market analysis for this week. See you.